Keyshawn Davis pulling out the Devin Haney fight because
who gives a fuck about Keyshawn Davis right now? He's super talented, but he's already like he can't get out of his own way. And for that kid to call himself the businessman, like what the fuck? Dude, the one thing you're not is the businessman. You know, I like for him not to take that fight and take that opportunity and take the biggest payday of his career, just an incredibly stupid decision. And by the way, as a result, like that kind of shit I don't have the time for. I don't. And I don't have any interest in the kid. And the kid is good. The kid's super talented. You know, but I couldn't give a fuck.
What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy KB back to get boxing is just due. And man, we gonna get straight into it, man. I played a clip for y'all from Dibella. He was interviewed by Brian Custer on the Last Stand podcast a few days back. And, you know, a couple days ago, I believe this interview just was. We gonna get into the entire interview at a later date on the live stream. But, man, y'all heard what he had to say. He did not hold back for his words and his thoughts about Keyshawn Davis and his recent, you know, decision to, you know, pull out the purse bid or not accept the, you know, the money in the purse bid and, you know, just not take the biggest opportunity of his career. I mean, he said this was an incredibly stupid decision. He went on to say, who gives a F about Keyshawn Davis? You know, he said he has no interest in the kid. You know, this is the kind of stuff he doesn't have time for. And, you know, it's kind of harsh but direct words from Dibella, you know, a guy that's worked with Top Rank for years. And, you know, he said the fact that he's not really in boxing anymore is one of the reasons why he's able to be so honest and bold and open about what he thinks. And look, I can respect the honesty. No ties to anybody, just giving his honest opinion on Keyshawn Davis and his move that he deemed incredibly stupid decision to not accept that fight with Devin Haney. But this is just something that you could expect Keyshawn to go through. I mean, all fighters go through their ups, their downs. I mean, Keyshawn has gotten in his way a number of different times. This would be the latest, but it still remains to see whether or not this was a good or bad decision. And I keep saying that because it's not the end-all, be-all. Maybe for short term, you know, biggest opportunity that I think he could have got being a former champion at 135 pounds, BTA all day. You know, never having to fight at 47, but being in position to fight one of the champions there, not just any champion, a newly crowned 3-division champion, and Devin the Dream Haney. It's no immediate opportunity that would be better than that. So, in hindsight, you know, in short term, yeah, it just looked like a fumble, looked like an epic failure. You know, turning down a legendary payday or the biggest payday of his career, however you want to frame it. You know, that would be true, but at the same token, I think they had a plan or plan B or plan C even for Keyshawn Davis. You hear his name is in the mix with guys like Jack Catterall in a possible fight at some point before the year is out. It's not signed and delivered, but those are some of the talks that's floating around. You know, there's talks about him turning down a fight with Brian Norman. How true that is remains to be seen. We're going to get into that at a later date. But, man, Dibella, these old guys do not hold back, and I just can't wait to see how Keyshawn truly responds in the ring, not on social media, in the ring after this adversity, not accepting his opportunity. As you can see, he's still in the gym, locked in, putting in the dog work. Don't look like he's missing a beat, and he just got to stay down till he come back up at the end of the day. This decision doesn't have to define his career. You know, it's all about his next move and how he, you know, approaches things from this point forward. Hopefully he learned something in the negotiations or the purse bid situation with Devin Haney that would have helped him in his career moving forward. And I just want to see what's next for him. It's not the end of the road. This guy got a lot of fights to give us. He's very talented, as Dibella mentioned, and I get it. You know, not everybody is going to give Keyshawn the same grace I do. I mean, Top Rank seems like they're still rocking with him. He's not on the shelf as some you know, suspected they would put him on the shelf. He's not on the shelf. So it's been some speculation about how his next opportunity was going to come about. You know, we heard the Top Rank don't owe him any fights until like May of 2027, which is next year. And that would be crazy to be out that long after turning down this Devin Haney opportunity. But like I said, his name is in talks to possibly fight a guy like Jack Catterall. I think a Brian Norman Jr. fight in the near future, sooner than later, makes a lot of sense for Keyshawn Davis. I mean, Brian Norman is sitting at number 2 at welterweight. So at the end of the day, they're going to have to cross paths, I think, to get to where they're trying to get to. If Keyshawn Davis wants to conquer 147, get his foot planted, what better names or a name to start with other than a guy like a Jack Catterall followed by a guy like a Brian Norman Jr. if it could happen. I think fans will be totally invested and all on board to see a fight between Davis and the young storming Brian Norman. But that's my thoughts. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Was Lou Dibella on point, man? Does anybody still care about Keyshawn Davis? Did he make the worst decision of his career? And as always, man, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know if I gave boxing its just due, because that's what I do over at Just Do Boxing. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.
Hey man, y'all know what time it is. BTA all day.